Hey guys, welcome back. We're super excited to look at Carrie's page. I've been a follower of Carrie for a really long time. I will fess up and say I actually told her I was a little bit of a stalker. Um, because I remember when she only had less than a million. I remember when she hit 1 million followers.
Me too.
We were in a mutual group together, and so we were all cheering, and it was so much fun. So it's been so much fun to watch her journey along this path. And so and this girl is so smart. Like Carrie has gotten, they have a food one, they have a dessert one, they have a cooking club. Like Christy, she's got it
Awesome.
going on.
Yes.
Like any business owner, it's, how do I get more people engaged on my page? How do I, do some of the things? So we're just gonna dive in here and look at this, and just give the feedback. But you guys grab your paper, grab your notebook. I didn't introduce us. I'm Carly, that's Christy.
Host disabled participant screen sharing.
Yeah, Zoom has this new
Here we are.
lock feature. The child locks.
Yes. Okay, so you guys, here is Carrie's page, Eating on a Dime. I am guessing most of you have probably seen a post from her at some point, and a lot of you might even be following her. Eating on a Dime. So she's got beautiful recipe photos up there in her cover photo. It's not overwhelming. She's got 4 of them. Eating on a Dime, obvious what her page is about. So that's why she has
live right now. That's two.
Oh, that's awesome. Hi, Carrie. So she's got 3 million followers. So she clearly knew what to do to get these followers. But here's what we're saying is that followers don't always equate to sales. And so Carrie got 3 million followers, and still, here's the lesson. People with 500 followers need help, and people with 3 million followers need help. We don't all just we're not all able to just do it ourselves, right? You get so close to your business, especially Carrie. She's been doing this for several years now. She reached out because she's okay, somebody else look at it, because I need to know what are the little tweaks.
Close to it.
Yeah.
I mean, even on our own stuff, we have people that look at it because we're too close in the middle of it. And you guys, even if you're doing live video, use StreamYard where you can schedule those, or use OBS, but also ask a question. Like she says, the easiest way to meal prep. How many of you love meal prepping? Or how many of you struggle meal prepping? Tell me below. Or ask her questions below, because I know she'll answer questions. I've watched her videos.
Yes. So, yeah, definitely take some time to make your description on your lives, or all of your video, everything needs to have a purpose. So you want to connect with them, you get them to talk back. You want to get them to watch, because a lot of people like mine, this is an auto playing, right? So easiest way to meal prep, that's just not really convincing me to turn it on. Give me a reason to push play, and then give me a reason to comment.
Y'all, people need invited to be able to ask a question, because if you're new to that page, or maybe you haven't seen a video or whatever, you might not know. You don't. It's that rules in our society. Is she gonna get mad if I ask a question?
Right.
Open it up like you would open up your own kitchen, your own house, and say, hey friends, what questions do you have about meal prep? Ask me below.
Right, exactly. And some pages are different too. I follow these one guys, these weather guys, and they don't want you to ask questions until they are done. They don't because it's too hard for them to go and scroll back. So you need to tell people the rules of your page, the guidelines, what you need from them. So yeah, so there's one quick tip just for live video. Love that you're going live, which is fantastic. You already have 99
and look
comments.
at the comments and the shares. You guys, this is what having a following, them seeing you on video, they feel like they know her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lizzie just said, thanks for all the inspiration to be lazy. She's already connected to you.
Yes. And this is just the importance of live video. You've got Lizzie is connected to Carrie, which is fantastic, because the more people are connected to you, the more they feel comfortable buying with you, right? So we're just going to kind of scroll through some more of Carrie's posts here. Yep. So some funny things. We've said it before. Be careful with funny things. Don't post it all the time, but posting it every once in a while is fine because you don't want to be the page that just has funny memes. You want to attract your ideal person. Carrie needs people who are looking to eat well cheaply, right? Easily and cheaply. So, and there are lots of people who would like that post who just aren't that person. Quickly, we just ran through this. Lots of links on here, Carrie, right? Why don't we want a lot of links, Connie?
Because you guys, Facebook doesn't love links. They want them to stay on the platform. So when you put a link, you need to have 2 or 3 in between every link. So there needs to
2 or
be
3 posts. Yes.
or something like that.
Yes.
Because if you just do link after link after link, you can see it like for as many people as she has, like she's just not getting as many shares. And that's Facebook. I mean, that's just the rules of Facebook. We have to play.
And some of you might be going, oh my gosh, but she has 272 likes and 343 shares. But y'all, she's got 3 million people following this page. So yes, you would love to have that, but we're here to like help you go a step further. So that's why we're like, Carrie, this is what you're going to do. So why somebody with 3,000 followers might be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing, but we've got to take it a step further. Like you want to grow, you want to expand. So this is how you do it.
Well, and you also want to be doing some market research. So when all you're doing is links, you don't know what somebody wants. So in your engagement ads, like she could do, do you love the air fryer more or the Instant Pot? What does that tell me? It tells me my people. And so then when I'm sending out emails and I'm writing blog posts, then I know, okay, I may need to do a few more air fryer, or I may need to do more crock pot. It helps with your affiliate income. It helps if you're going to do like a virtual event with your email marketing, even with your YouTube videos. Y'all, she has it all going on. But how many links have we seen?
Right. And these are all, now her page is 3 million followers. So she's able to post, it looks like about every hour right now.
And here's what you have to do. So Carrie, this is what I did with my one who has close to 1 million. You've got to put, like, we'll put inspiration, and then the next hour we'll ask a question, and then the next hour we'll put a blog post, and then the next hour it's a video. And like we post 7 times a day on that page, but it's never 2 links in a row. So even on here, like one of the things I would tell you, Carrie, is that you're not monetizing for video. So, and there are rules to that. Like there's a certain link that has to be and all of that. But my guy who makes $800 a week, you guys, a week, he makes just from Facebook videos. It's because we strategically place those at certain times during the day, and there are certain length that we have found that works great. Like her keto chili has 19,000 views. You guys repurpose those. In Creator Studio, you can see how well that video does. You can see how much it made you. And every 3 months, you can reuse that video. That's kind of my golden rule.
Yeah, there's a lot of strategy that can go into that. And when you're saying that guy, he's making $800 on that a week on videos, like that's just what Facebook is paying him. Like that doesn't include any affiliate links you might have or any products you might be selling, things like that. Like that's purely just advertising money that Facebook is paying you.
Yep.
So
and it went higher. Like I have a theory behind all that, but I don't have proof. So like I'm gonna be nice and not say it, but we're seeing the CPMs on videos higher than they've ever been. I've worked with him for 2.5 years, and it's just went up higher and higher every single year.
Which means higher CPMs mean more money for you, more money in your pocket. And here's the thing too, I'm guessing Carrie is monetized, that she's making some money on the videos.
She is. Her and I talked about that, but she's not making even close to what my guy's making per week. With 3, like you've got a crock pot chili recipe with 4.8 million views. Like But here's the problem, it's too short.
It's not monetized. Well, that one could be monetized maybe once if Facebook let it.
But the amount that you can make by just adding a little bit to that, or y'all, there's so many easy ways just to add a little bit to it to where you're making more money off that.
Right. Exactly. So that's videos. There was, let's go look at her ads. Let's see what Carrie's running for ads. So you guys, you can actually look and see what any page is running ads to. I feel like I have a bug crawling on me. Probably don't, but I just
so we're good. I'm like,
I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna like swipe because I'm total arachnophobe. So if we go down here on any page and you go to page transparency and you click see all, and you can do this on your phone too. And then we're gonna scroll. I'm sure Carrie's running ads, right? Page is currently running ads. Go to the ad library. And like we said, Carrie has a membership, correct? A cooking club.
And she has another Facebook page just on desserts.
Okay. All right. So Carrie actually only had, I'm going to make this smaller so I can see it better really quick. There's 2 ads running and they're videos. And one is going to the easy cookbook bundle and the other is to the 10-day meal plan. So again, I'm glad she's running something. There's a whole lot more that could be done here as well. I'm just going to pop this up and see, is this something that you're selling or is it a freebie? Yep,
No,
it's
a
$9.97 deal. All right, so we've got that and the 10-day meal plan. And this is the freebie. Okay, so she's got a freebie and she's got a low cost offer.
Yeah, and let's talk about this, Carrie, for just a second. So that photo, like in Canva, you guys, you can put like a little bit of a background to those photos, especially if they're on white. It's not popping for me.
No.
And so people, when they're downloading recipes or crockpot freezer meals, they want to see a little bit more. So even adding a video that scrolls through where they can see the different recipes or list those somehow. And I know this is just a pop-up, like it's a squeeze page. I would put a little more oomph into this. And I think it needs to say up here in your headline, make 10 crockpot meals in less than an hour. Or prepare like something. It needs to say crockpot because not everybody has a crockpot.
You mean slow cooker?
Well,
Should it say slow cooker or crockpot?
Well, she's got crockpot in the.
Yeah.
So I mean, crockpot, slow cooker. If that's one of those, like some people say slow cooker, some people say crockpot.
Right.
And I would, for the call to action, say send it now.
Yeah, like, instead of yes, I want this free printable.
Yeah, because it's a little bit of a disconnect. And you guys, here's the great more eyes on your stuff who we went through copywriting stuff and looked at stuff because it's these little bitty things that if it just stood out a little bit more, if the color was just popped just a little bit more.
Right. Here's the thing too, right here. This is important. Imagine not having to worry about dinner for 10 nights. That is why people want this. That needs to be bigger. That is exactly, and what does your ad say? Yeah, so your ad says, I made 10 crock freezer meals in under an hour, and you can't do with our principal. So I would just switch that up a little bit. So what's in it for them, right?
Always.
I'm not searching, how do I make 10 crockpot freezer meals in under an hour? What am I searching? What do I need? I need to not worry about dinner. I need to stop worrying about dinner. So your ad needs to talk to people about stop worrying about dinner.
And have the word I out of there. You guys, when you write a post and it starts with I or I'm, like people already check out. Like it's just psychological. Like they wanted to say you can, like you can make 10 crockpot freezer meals in less than an hour.
Yes. And I would put that separate or even if you had a photo here, or, a what do you call that? A card, uh, at the beginning, instead of just you, but it's like, imagine not having to worry about, I would literally put this in the first line of the ad. I
Yeah.
use that imagine if in like in all my clients ads, like literally every single one has imagine if you
Y'all,
could whatever.
if you've got a paper and pen, you need to write that down. Imagine if. And it's those,
Yes.
like, you guys, headlines are one of those things where it needs to be emotionally charged a little bit.
Yep, it totally does.
Like when we say imagine if, your brain automatically starts to imagine.
Right.
And so it has to be like a little bit emotionally charged there. Not spammy and not like mean and degrading. It just needs to like emotionally make them stop
Yeah.
and scroll.
And she did that right here. Like, Carrie, you're so close, right? Imagine not having to worry about dinner for 10 nights. Oh my gosh. The busy mom, like, yeah, I'd like to not worry about dinner for 10 nights. Like, and then paint that picture even a little bit more for me, because, I have done crock pot meals, and every time I do them, I go, oh my gosh, like, why don't I do this more?
I know,
Why,
right?
why don't I do it more? Because I don't have 10 ideas. So then, like, just get your inside that person's head,
And even on
right?
the graphic, like put a crock pot so that there's
Right.
no doubt. Like put the recipes off, like use Canva, use some of their fun little things back there. Hi, if you're like, Connie, I suck at Canva, you can get a virtual assistant to do that for, and I have a name of somebody who's great at that, for like $10. It's
Right.
worth it if it gets you email opt-in people to spend.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
Because I really think this is a good email opt-in.
I do.
Imagine not having to worry about dinner for 10 nights. Like, that's fantastic. And you're probably getting people with it, I imagine. Um, and because it is good, but if you just tweaked it just that tiny little bit, get so many more people.
What if she did that as just a photo? Because sometimes
Oh
I
yeah.
find that if you've got a video and an opt-in, like
Hmm.
they're either watching the opt-in or they're watching the um like yeah,
Yeah. So here's the thing, is that I would run this as an ad, just like with the video, and test another one with just the image, because you have video people and you have image people. And so Facebook's going to show the video to the video people and the image to the image people. And you're going to attract more people like that. Your ad cost is going to go down. So the other thing would make sure, I didn't check, but make sure you have closed captioning on your videos too, because most people are, especially moms, busy moms, are watching videos with they're reading.
or
They're
they're at
not
work
listening.
and they're not supposed to be on their phone.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Right.
So, but I would absolutely test just a static image. I would do square, Instagram size, 1080 by 1080. And that's, information for right now. That's what's working with Facebook right now. So
Yeah.
I would absolutely do that.
And that's the cool thing about our membership is like you guys, Facebook ads, Facebook in general, like they change like we change clothes. So, like, we're in it all the time. So
Right.
when you get a guru who says, "Oh, this is," I mean, literally, we have seen people teaching courses, their information is so stinking old. It doesn't work anymore.
Right.
Like that it just doesn't work. And so
Because they're not doing it day in and day out, and they don't even know what doesn't work anymore.
I know, and it's so frustrating. Like we see people spend thousands of dollars on courses, and I'm like, you literally need somebody who's in there all the time.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is I'm running ads for clients, and Connie is running social media for clients, and that, I just don't have any page management clients right now, but that's something that I do as well. So, we're in it. We continue, like, we don't want to just build a membership that's like, oh, we'll just tell you how to do it. Like, it's really important for us to make sure that we are still have our hands in things, because we wouldn't be able to help you the best if we didn't.
And I'm just going to address this because I feel like it needs to be said. You get what you pay for when it
Yep.
comes to social media and Facebook ad management.
Hmm.
We're in a couple of groups, and you guys, this is what happens. Somebody comes up to you and says, "Oh, I can do all of this for $500 a month or $300 a month." And you know what? They're in a Facebook group asking what the heck they need to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So ask them. I have no problem when people meet with me. One, if you're not getting a strategy from that call, run. Like, run. They should be able to tell you what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, all the things. Because if they're not, you need to run. And then they need to have a plan. Like, it's, like just posting does you zero amount of good. You're looking for that person who is strategic, who knows and is in there. And I have no problem showing you pages. I have no problems doing some of that. Like,
Right.
it's not a big deal to me because that's what I do. And I can tell you what's working now and what worked 3 months ago that doesn't work now.
Yeah. Do you want to jump over to her
Yeah, and
her
I want to
website?
make one more. So, Carrie, the
Yeah.
other suggestion I would have to build your YouTube is one, use Facebook stories. I know you're already using them, but do that for your blog views. I think take a few of those out. Like you tend to do quite a few of those. What I found that works right now is 2. Use your Pinterest pins, do 2 a day.
2 stories a day on
2
Facebook.
stories a
Yeah.
day. One of them, like the way we build my guy's YouTube channel is one of those is watch, like she could say, watch this cooking right now. And it goes to the YouTube channel. Because it's super hard to get that link for those Facebook videos. It wants you to log back into the app. I don't know why. But if you've got that going over on YouTube, then just send them to YouTube. Drive that traffic to YouTube because you're monetizing that anyway.
So you're saying you can drive traffic to YouTube through Facebook stories, and that's like
with no penalty.
Right.
Tip of the day.
Yes, use stories if you want to drive traffic to YouTube. Yeah.
Amen. Okay, y'all. See my messy screen. There we go. Let's see. Okay, so here's her YouTube. Let's go to her website first. Okay, so I've had this up for a little bit, so that's probably why it popped up. You guys, your email opt-in, like you want that to be about 30 seconds.
Yeah, it pops up right away because I just opened her website and it pops up almost immediately.
We're gonna slap your wrist on that one. And here's why, okay? Because if they're immediately getting a pop-up, they get irritated.
They're immediately closing it.
They're immediately closing it. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then I would say here, like free email bonus. Again, go back to your crock pot thing. Like that needs to be stronger.
And yeah, I'm not sure what free email bonus what that even means. So yeah.
And then I would say free 5 easy summer dinners or 5 dinners on the grill. It needs to be really specific, you guys, not 5 secrets. Nobody wants secrets.
I would even say 5 easy dinners your family will actually eat. Like make that all big.
Yeah.
Right? Because 5 dinners my family will actually like easy and actually eat are my pain points, right? I don't want something that's hard and takes forever, and I need food that my family actually eats. So make that like the headline there.
But give it about 30 seconds. Like
yes, and give it 30 seconds.
All of these pop-ups, like one, we're glad you have a pop-up because we haven't seen a ton of those. If you go back in, like we say that a lot, or people say subscribe. So like we give you pops for like email pop-up.
Yes, I like the yes, I want it. That's one of my favorites. I love that. Yes, give it to me.
Okay, guys. So she is totally monetized using Mediavine, which we love. I love that you've got like all of the stuff here. I love that you have this. This is like a little headline here. I might do that like maybe a little bit clearer.
When you say clear, what do you mean?
I think just some of the copywriting.
You mean here, like get my easy cookbook bundle for 75% off today?
Yeah.
Yeah, like make it more compelling. Again, it goes back to exactly what we just said, like what's in it for me? Like, why do they want an easy cookbook bundle for 75%? Do they just want it because it's 75% off?
And you will get people that do that, like, they love to buy.
Mhm.
But if you had, like, 20 easy summer recipes for 75% off, or 20 meals your family will love, 75% off today. And here's the thing, okay? So you gotta be careful with this because when you say today, if they come out of your website and they come back in, then they know that it's not just today. Like you're running that all the time. So it puts no urgency um there. You could even do get a free coupon for 75% off my cookbook and get them into email and then send them
Yes.
the code and the link to the page.
Yes. I
That's
would
the
love to see
way to
that.
go. If you look at like y'all look at here's where you look. You look at like Kohl's or any like Dillard's or like a clothing store. They exchange an email for a coupon.
Right.
So if you're selling something like that, I would rather you get them on email and then do that. Is what I would do.
Exactly. And I popped over to that real quick, and it's one of the headline there is imagine getting dinner done in minutes. Like that's your pain point. People want, and it's quick and easy, slow cooker dinners. You've got to talk to the pain point. Give them a reason to click.
Oh yeah. I mean, Carrie. Okay, and then you used imagine again. Like that's
Hmm.
an emotionally charged. And I
Yeah.
love that you've got a picture of a slow cooker. I know what I'm getting. I'm getting 100 recipes. Um,
Like
I
that's
love
awesome.
that.
Like I kind of want to buy it.
I do too. Girl, okay, so we love it. Like, this is what
Hmm.
you guys, if you're saying, like, this is what we call a tripwire, because it may be connected to an email too. But you guys, if you're looking for this, so here's what I do. Just a little tip. Like, if you find one of these and you're like, I love the colors, I love how it's laid out, go on Loom and Loom this and put it as a video for you to watch later on.
You know what? I actually have a super cool uh what is it called? Extension for Google Chrome that I use for that. And it will literally like do a screenshot of the entire page for you. And
Ooh.
it's called Go Full Page. Like it's all together, Go Full Page, and it's a full page screen capture, and it's super cool. And like make a swipe file so that you can like
White
go
file.
back and look at those later. But I have like a whole in my Google Drive, like I have a folder for like Facebook or not Facebook for sales pages I love. So that if I'm when I'm creating my own, I can go back and look and like go, okay, that's what I love about this, right? But yeah, it's called Go Full Capture.
The other thing, Carrie, I would say just from an SEO point, you've got Funnel Gorgeous, which you guys is it's just a way to build out these things. You can totally do it in WordPress for nothing. Um, I would make sure that that doesn't say rustic template. I would use the SEO slow cooker dinners
Yeah.
because that could literally be pulling up in Google, but it's not because Funnel Gorgeous is not searched. So if you could change out the title of that, that's just a little tip there for
Yeah.
SEO.
And these are all, I mean, Carrie, you can see these are all just like little tweaks that people from the outside can see. And you guys, this is goes the same for everybody. Like we can see those little things. And then you're like, I mean, Carrie's probably at this point going, oh crap, I have a lot of stuff to change, right? But that is like the beauty of working with somebody, whether it's working with us one-on-one, hiring us to do it for you, or being in a membership where we give you the plan. And then it's like literally like this week you need to do these three things. And then next week you need to do those three things. And then if you come into the group and you're like, I'm not sure about this, and like then we can tweak that quarterly plan a little bit. Or we can go, I can literally go, oh, you don't know how to do that in Canva? Like, let me show you real quick. And I loom a video and I like literally give it to you in the group. And you literally have like your own tutorial. It's like getting us, like one-on-one, but not having to pay the one-on-one prices for it. So
And I love that you're doing Twitter. I think
mhm.
maybe having a little bit different of a strategy because you're really not getting, and I'm guessing YouTube's the same as what Twitter is. Like, you know, they may not be showing all of that.
Right.
I mean, that's something I would probably really look at. But you guys, this is a great website. Like Carrie has worked her butt off to get this. And you can see her photos are amazing. I mean, there's just nothing there. Like, I mean, I would tell you if you're not ranked #1 on all of these, like Rank IQ could probably get you there really easy. You know, and you've got like the Lazy Day Cooking Club. I mean, you've got so much going on, like just really with just a little bit of tweaking. I mean, and then let's look at your YouTube right quick. Okay, so girl, I'm assuming I'm looking at your, so you guys, this is VidIQ, and it lets you look at your competitors. So maybe you want to be Carrie when you grow up. Then you can say like, okay, how many videos is she producing? What do her videos look like? What are her tags? Like VidIQ does all of that, and you get it for $96 for the year. The link's in the description because I use it every day. So you see here her stats. Carrie, you've got 6,000. And then you've got 12,000 views in just the past month. And it's increasing. So you guys can see here, like compared to the previous period, like you're up 84%. So let's take a look for just a second at your videos. So here's one of the things on YouTube. When you walk into VidIQ, you can see what are those keywords. So like let's pull up blueberry muffins. Okay, so not bad. You've got 14,580 people per month searching for blueberry muffins. Okay, I would also add these tags, like how to make blueberry muffins. You're looking for like low to medium and like 45 and above overall. So she's got that going on. I think one of the things I would do, so here's the thing, on thumbnails, Google can read that. So you've got your logo there. We need to take that off. Okay, because that's not, you don't want Google reading that first. And they read just like they read. So they're reading eating on a dime. Okay, so take that part off. I might even like pick a few different colors, like have 2 or 3 different colors that are your brand colors and mix those up a little bit. The photos are great. You're just not getting a ton of views. So like this was 1 day ago and grow with 6,000 people. Let's see what we're getting here. So one of the things I'm seeing already is that this video
trying to figure out how to start an online business or how to get people to actually buy from you over the internet.
Okay, so it's 10 minutes. Sorry, I was looking at the ad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna turn that off. So here's the cool thing about VidIQ. I can look at what you're doing right, some of the stuff that you're doing wrong. One, your channel tags are not enough. You have 500 channel tags. Use them. On your video tags, you only have 3. You have up to 500. Okay. Wow. And it'll show you like tags are too short. There's no card, there's no end screen, okay? There's no pinned comment, there's no hearted comment. So what they mean by hearted is like you went in here to somebody's comment and just click the heart button, okay? You didn't put a comment and pin it. Easy things, like your average daily views are 419. The views the last 30 days is 12.6 thousand. Just being able to go in there and switch up a few things. Like your VidIQ score is 14.7 out of 100. Girl, you're flunking. Okay.
So much opportunity here.
We love you. Like you.
Pretty simple opportunity.
Yeah, this could be easily at 1,000 views because you're not using your tags. You're not putting your keywords in your title. You guys, when I go in and do a video, like, so blueberry muffins, I would probably say blueberry muffins recipe or blueberry muffins. And then I would put in parentheses or after the little thing, and you can kind of see what other people do too. How to make blueberry muffins or easy blueberry muffins.
Yeah. And at this point, like, it's almost like the way she's posting on YouTube right now, it's almost not worth it. Like, that's a lot of effort for 100 views.
Yeah.
So just a little bit more effort, like, significantly raises the views. You're building your subscribers, you're getting monetized, you're making money, which, right, that's like the most important thing. You guys want to make money. Okay, it might not be the most important thing, because I've talked to a lot of you bloggers and you guys really love to help people. Like, you just really like, you want to see people helped. And the thing is that you can make more money and lots more people can be helped, because right now, like, a lot of people aren't being helped by your videos at this point. So what's the point? Like, you know, when you talked too about, Connie, about the stories on Facebook, like, that could easily jump those views on YouTube and your subscribers as well. I mean, you got 3 million followers on Facebook and 6,000 subscribers on YouTube. Wow, so much opportunity there. So, and it doesn't take a lot of effort.
Because, I mean, literally, you could take that blueberry muffin. You've probably already got a pin for Pinterest. I guarantee
Right.
Carrie's already got a pin for Pinterest.
Yeah.
Put that in your stories and send them to the, sometimes send them to the blog, but then send them over to YouTube. They want to see you. They want to cook with you, you know? And so add affiliates into that description. Because YouTube is just one of those, it's really SEO'd. Like, you've got to, and you can either go into SEMrush and try to figure it all out and that you only get 5 free a day on SEMrush, or pull up VidIQ for $96 for the year and be able to literally grab your tags, know what you're looking for. Like, what else? If the blueberry muffins, we had a gal the other day. Do you remember her? Like, she had done a gluten-free, what do you call those boards?
Charcuterie.
Yes.
Yes.
Guys, she literally had 63 or 60 something people, I think, on subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
We had thousands of views on that video because she put the right keywords. And we said, like, if that's what people are searching for and that's what they're loving, go do more of that. Success leaves.
Make a whole playlist of charcuterie boards.
Yes, for gluten free.
So what
So
are people looking for?
if Carrie is selling slow cooker dinners, girl, then we're going to tell you, don't focus. And this is where, like, we go in and we look at your data. Like, we love data. Data's why. You know, and we say, okay, if that's your end product and that's what you're doing and this is all that you're going after, then here's the videos that you need to be producing.
Right.
Like, don't mess with, I mean, yay, make a blueberry muffin, but if slow cooking has way more views, and I'm guessing it does.
And just be strategic. So it's just being strategic. It's not just throwing stuff out like, you know, spaghetti on a wall. It's being super strategic about, if you're promoting slow cooker meals, you need to have most of your posts and not, I mean, you've got to have a strategic plan to, like, be posting on Facebook and Pinterest and YouTube, pushing people, like, finding the people who want slow cooker stuff, if that's what you want to sell. Like, because if you're getting all the blueberry muffin people and then you're like, and here's the slow cookers, would you please buy it from me? They're like, I'm not a slow cooker person, I'm a blueberry muffin breakfast person.
Yeah, and I
have a product that is for the breakfast people.
Like slow cooker recipes, like there's a ton of them. Slow cooker recipes with chicken, slow cooker recipes easy. Like, they're all at 25,000 or more views per month.
Yeah.
So, like, you have to look at that and really get strategic and say, okay, here's how many videos I can create. Here's the recipes. And then they go in your blog posts, they go in your Pinterest, they go in your Facebook, they go in all of the places, you guys. So you're not doing more, you're actually doing less. You're just putting it in more places.
More strategic.
Yeah. And that goes with anything you're creating. So anyway, Carrie, we just threw a whole lot at you.
Yeah.
We didn't even look at desserts because we just didn't. But I think that you can take that and move that over to the other one too. Definitely, like I would say to you, like get a strategic plan, just because I think that it will take the overwhelm. And I know Carrie has her sister and has help, so like even just being able to take that and give that to people and say, here's all the stuff.
Right.
So much fun. But anyway, I hope that was helpful, Gary. We love you. We love what you're doing. I told you, like I've been stalking you for a while, so thanks for letting us do this. So okay, you guys, we're going. I have a gnat in here. I'm not like wiping at nothing. Like there's a gnat. Okay, guys, make sure you get your own audit. Okay, make sure you look through the other audits, because I guarantee you, even if it's not your niche, even if it's not your exact business, you'll take pieces, because maybe you're not, maybe 3 million followers freaks you smooth out. That's okay. I hope that you could see, and I want to know in the comments, like, what did you take away from that?
Yeah, absolutely. What's the biggest takeaway? Tell us.
Yeah, we want to know. So anyway, thank you guys. We'll see you guys in the next audit. Bye, you guys.
Bye.